Welcome back to In the Huddle, talking Science Hill Hilltopper football team coach Stacy Carter. And coach, folks know by now what happened. Went down and got beat by a very, very good football team, the Maryville Rebels, and final score 45-0. And I'm just going to tell you, having watched you all season long, had to be a pretty good football team and shut out the Hilltoppers.
It's definitely a good football team. We didn't play very well also, so you add that into it. But, we did get beat. They were a better team. Like I say, we made a lot of mistakes, and we had to make a lot of plays. And didn't make too many. I don't think we made hardly any big plays, and it was kind of one of those nights. So that add that all together, and it's going to be a bad night. But great football program, great football team, and it just wasn't our night.
I appreciate Coach coming to. Not every coach, and I've been doing this for a while, not every coach will come out here and talk about a team that beat you 45-0 and ended your season, but he's here, and that shows the respect I have for this man and the class integrity that he has. We talked off there before we got started the fact that they have athletes and athletes and athletes. Going forward, how do the Sullivan Souths, the Dobbins Minutes, the Science Hills, and whoever else will play teams in Knoxville, how do you get to the point where you can beat these guys?
Well, most teams in Knoxville, we played them. You play at a very high level. Maryville's a little bit different. They've had that tradition going on for a while, and they got a machine rolling down there right now. They really do. But all we can do is get back in the weight room, get stronger, get to work, and continue on our program. 3 years ago, we were playing Dobbins Bennett and getting beat by 40 points. And this wasn't that long ago, and we've turned that around now. So I think you kind of see where you're at. Definitely have to reevaluate yourself where you're at as a football team and a coaching staff, and we got to get to work. There's the only thing you can do is get back to work, get those things fixed, and continue on the program and getting it better and better each year. And we feel like we've done that so far, but we see where we're at now, and next year's going to be another challenge, and we got to get better next year.
So we're using Maryville as a yardstick for the football program.
Well, I think you have to. Because it has been the gold standard in the state. It has been. 16 state championships, and a lot of those in recent years, a whole lot of those in recent years. So, of course, you have to do that. Of course, we think we could have played a lot closer on a different night, but it is what it is. It wasn't a good night for us. It didn't turn out very well, and it ended our season. So we just got to, swallow that. It's a tough pill to swallow sometimes. You just swallow that up and get ready to go for next year and know that, hey, we're not where we need to be yet, but we know we've, closed the gap. And it seemed like every year we looked at the end of the year, and last year we had a Sevier County game like that. We were very upset. We went back to work. We improved a lot of stuff from last year, and that's what we're going to do this year too. We got to get back to work.
It is what it is. Granddaddy used to say, boys, some days you get the peanuts and some days you get the shells. And so the other night, it was definitely a shell night for Science Hill. They got beat 45-0. The sun comes back up. It came back up. And so we get ready for the 2015 season. We come back, we'll take a break. And again, we will showcase and pay tribute to some great seniors that finish up the career at Science Hill. And also we have right here in our hot little fingers, the 2015 Science Hill football schedule. Back with more. We're talking Science Hill football. Stacy Carter as you watch In the Huddle.
From the day they're born, there's one thing most Johnson City families look forward to. Sure, for the baby to be healthy, smart, and happy, but also to be a topper, a Science Hill Hilltopper, for them to be part of one of the best high schools in Tennessee, where they'll be academic achievers, make friends for life, and play sports like no one else. So for all of those budding toppers out there, be patient. You'll have your day. From Champion Chevrolet Cadillac, where we think being a topper is an experience they'll remember for a lifetime.
Wake up to a new, better breakfast. It's Golden Corral's tastier than ever ultimate weekend breakfast buffet. For one low price, it's our new buttermilk pancakes, bacon, sausage, signature omelets, and more. Juice included. It's a better breakfast, and it's only at Golden Corral.
We're back talking Science Hill Hilltopper football team coach Stacy Carter. Again, Coach, let's talk about this senior class. Again, they've improved. We'll run them down alphabetically. Each one of these kids played a vital part. Some played a lot, some didn't play a whole lot, some played some, but still they're on the team representing Science Hill football. Alphabetically, Nick Bernardi, Garrett Butcher, Cody Carden, Kagan Cox, Zach Davis, Timothy Delaney, Bailey Feathers, Will Grable, Rashad Harrington, Daniel Hill, Chance Jones, Jacob Laughlin, Malik Magoo, Dylan Miles, Marcus Patton, Austin Phipps, Alex Ranella, Nick Ross, Isaiah Salters, also Chase Silvers, Donald Soto, also Malik Stevens, Trey Sutton, Kashawn Thomas, Taylor Torbett, Brandon Westmoreland, and then also Mikey and Malcolm White. All these kids part of the 2014 senior class of Science Hill football, and obviously look at the numbers of the wins. It goes up each year, and these kids are making us a better football program.
They definitely are a tremendous bunch of young men. I had them for all 5 years that I've been here. I've known these kids, so a special class for me. Some great football players in that class, and they really have took it to the next level. Of course, we're upset about what happened last Friday night, but we do have to celebrate what they have done by winning 11 football games. I don't know when the last time that's been done here, and I think we went to the going to the third round of the playoffs for the first time since 1994. So what a great class and a great bunch of young men, and I think they're going to be very successful when they get out of here. So that's what the most important thing is, what they do when they get out of here. But just real proud of these kids.
In the game of life, we get them ready for the game of life. Which seniors are getting looks? I would think they obviously be Malik Magoo, but who are some of the other seniors getting looks to play college ball?
Well, of course, we have Malik, and Malik has about 3 or 4 offers right now, and he's trying to make his decision. Actually, we were talking to Army today. He got offered by West Point. And I think that's his first Division I offer, which that's a great offer. And also he has some FCS level too. Malcolm White has 9 football offers. Which is tremendous for this time of year. All FCS level. Anything from UT Chattanooga to Fordham in New York. So he has a lot of offers to play football. Mikey's probably going to get some offers here soon. ETSU is really, really high on him. Also, Tennessee State is high on him also. So that's 3 of our guys that we have. We have other guys that we think can play on the college level. Dylan Miles for sure. He has a chance to play to play center at a high level, and we're working on that now. Also, we have a bunch of other kids. I think Marcus Patton can play if he wants to. TJ Delaney is at the smaller school that he might want to play. We have kids that have who's going to have opportunities to do it. Trey Sutton, an outside linebacker, think he could play at ETSU. He could play at another level. He's going to have opportunities. Real good football players. So probably missing a few, but we got kids that can play on the next level if they want to, if they choose that, and that's where they want to go to school. The most important thing is to find where they want to go to school, where they want to get that education, because let's face it, when you go to play college football, it gets to be more like a job than it does. It's a little bit different in high school football. It's still a good thing, but it is a little tougher, especially with your academics. So we got to make sure it's something they really want to do and pursue, and if they do, they're going to have the opportunity to do that.
Talking to head coach Stacy Carter, talking Science Hill Hilltopper football. Coach, of course, we transition to basketball in the winter sports. Football, for the fans out there, what are the football players that come back next year? Do you give them some time off to get in the weight room? What do they do now over the winter?
Well, now today we're going to be turning in gear and stuff, and then we're getting ready to get back in the weight room, and we'll take a couple weeks off. I think you have to take about 3 weeks off is kind of the rule, to give them a little time to recover, and then we'll get right back into it. And these kids, they know where they got to go now. Of course, we're excited about the season and what we did, but we know we need to improve. We know we need to hit that weight room hard, and we got a great junior and sophomore class coming back, and we're excited about those guys, and they're excited about getting started. So we'll turn right around in late December, early January, and get going again.
Let's take a look at the 2015 football schedule in closing here, because pretty exciting. Of course, everybody knows it's the new reclassification, so we'll run them right down for you. We open things up August the 28th at home against Sean Whitney, Elizabethton Cyclones. September 4th, conference opener at Bradley Central. September the 11th, Irvine, North Carolina comes across the state line for homecoming. September 18th, Maryville Rebels come to town for a little chance for a little revenge and a rematch on September the 18th. September 25th, Science Hill goes to Gray to battle Daniel Boone. Then they go October the 2nd to Hardin Valley, conference game. Back home for 2. October the 9th against William Blount. October the 16th, hosting Jefferson County. Then wrapping things up on the road, going down playing the Bearden Bulldogs on October the 23rd. And wrapping things up, as you always do, this year will be at J. Fred Johnson Stadium on October 30th against Dobbins Bennett. That's a heck of a schedule.
It definitely is, and it's different. You know, it's a different schedule for us. A lot more traveling involved, different opponents. I mean, it's definitely going to be challenging because people you've never played before. It's like you're playing a playoff game every week, so not real familiar. Over the years we've got really familiar with playing Dobbins Bennett, Tennessee High. All these teams, and all of a sudden now you're changing. So it's going to be difficult. Of course, it's going to be difficult for everybody because everybody's going to be in that same boat, and it's going to be a brand new conference for everybody. So it is what it is right now, and we got to embrace it and get out there and get after it. And I got some good thing about it. We got some great non-conference games, some good natural rivalries. I think it's that North Carolina team out of Irwin is a great football team. They beat HC Reynolds in the playoffs, which is one of the powerhouses over in Asheville. Also, we got picked up Daniel Boone, which is a great rivalry game and always gets a lot of people at the game, and they're very excited, and they always have a good program. And Elizabeth, of course, is kind of the standard around here, which gets you a great gate and a great competitive football team. So we're excited about that.
Coach, before I let you go, it's Thanksgiving week. Our season's wrapped up here. We've had a great run, 11-2. Got beat by obviously the program in the state of Tennessee in terms of success, 11-2. But as we look in that camera, it's Thanksgiving week. You and I and everybody watching on the other end of that camera, we got a lot to be thankful for.
We definitely do. And I'm thankful for this job and these young men that were around, and thankful for all the support we've had in this city for this football team. And of course, we're all thankful for our families and everything the good Lord has given to us. But it was a hard lesson last Friday, but it's part of life. You're going to lose some, and you don't want to lose many, and you want to keep them minimal. But and unfortunately, it's something we have to deal with and go on. And sometimes it humbles you, and sometimes that's a good thing too. But we want to do what we can to avoid that. But it's part of life, and that's what happened to us on Friday.
Love you, big dog.
Love you, bud. Thanks.
Yep. Talk to you next season. We'll be here before you know it. Yep. Head coach Stacy Carter, appreciate him coming again. I've done this for many years, folks. There's been a lot of coaches when they got beat and the way things ended, they say, maybe not so much. But he came and faced the camera and said, hey, we got beat by a better team. We're going to get better because of it. That's all he can ask. To be the best, Vince Lombardi once said, to be the best, you got to play the best and beat the best. So it'll be a chance for us to redeem ourselves next year with Science Hill football. That'll do it again. We certainly want to say thanks to Coach Carter. He took time out every week for him to come and sit in front of this camera so he could tell you about Science Hill football. We're very proud about that, along with my cohorts, Jim Vaught and Robert Kale. And, of course, we want to thank the good Lord for the talents he gives me. And without him, I'm nothing, and I always want you to know that. That's where I stop and start with the Lord. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. And again, as we tell you, until we greet you next time, win or lose, be a good sport. So long, everybody.